I could be the one you talk to when you're feeling down.
How do you follow up on an anime that single-handedly redefined the entire fantasy genre? When the first season of Frieren wrapped up, it didn't just break records, it completely broke the internet, dethroning long-standing giants to claim undisputed GOAT status. Now, in 2026, Season 2 is finally here. But can an anime that trades standard shonen hype for absolute silence actually capture lightning in a bottle twice?
So pick up the pieces and show me you mean it tonight. I know what you're feeling, I see that look in your eyes. So pick up the pieces and show me you mean it tonight.
For those who need a refresher, Frieren begins where most fantasy epics end. Act the victory party. Our protagonist is an immortal elf mage who outlives her heroic human companions. Haunted by the realization that she spent their brief lives taking them for granted, she embarks on a new quest. Her goal is simple but profound: to reach Ende, the land of souls, just to speak with her deceased party leader one last time. Season 2 pushes Frieren, Fern, and Stark into the treacherous Northern Plateau. This isn't just a physical trek through a hazardous wilderness, it's a journey deep into the footprints of the past. The world building here is wonderfully immersive, treating every ruined village and ancient bridge not just as a backdrop, but as a living monument to the heroes who saved it decades ago.
Just to get to where you are, and I know that you're broke.
The buzz surrounding this new season centers entirely on its profound slow burn philosophy. Madhouse is delivering a masterclass in visual storytelling, boldly letting entire minutes pass without a single line of dialogue. Instead of relying on explosive action, the show uses the rustle of leaves, the crunch of snow, and a subtle gaze to convey a deep, crushing sense of grief and the agonizing passage of time. Exploring the Northern Plateau feels vastly different from the first season's cozy wanderings. The atmosphere is noticeably thicker with remnants of old wars and lingering demonic threats. Yet, the series never loses its emotional anchor. The character development for Fern and Stark is beautifully subtle, showing their growth through small, everyday habits rather than sudden shonen. Critically speaking, this relentless dedication to a slow pace might test the patience of viewers looking for high-octane thrills. When the action does hit, it is absolutely stunning and flawlessly choreographed, but those moments are rare treats. The soundtrack remains an absolute triumph. But it's the brilliant use of total silence in the editing room that lingers in your mind long after the credits roll.
To where you are, and I know that you're broken, but that makes you.
Scanning the discussions on Reddit and any Twitter, the global fanbase is heavily united. The biggest pro is the show's flawless execution of show. Don't tell otaku are praising how the anime honors the viewer's intelligence, letting the gorgeous scenery and melancholic atmosphere carry the heavy emotional stakes. It proves that fantasy can be deeply moving without needing a world-ending threat in every episode. On the flip side, the biggest convey in the community on my anime list is the deliberately sluggish pacing for a segment of the audience. The transition to the Northern Plateau feels like it spins its wheels a bit too long in this slice of life mud. If you didn't fully vibe with the quiet, reflective tone of the first season, this continuation offers absolutely no compromises to win you back over.
Holding your hand, fighting for the things that we want. Be the rock you lead.
Frieren Season 2 is a staggering triumph that doubles down on exactly what made its predecessor iconic. It is a cinematic, deeply mature masterpiece that values quiet reflection over cheap hype. This isn't just a casual binge to pass the time. It's a beautiful, therapeutic journey that rewards your patience with unmatched emotional depth. It easily cements itself as a legendary fantasy standard. If you want an anime that respects its world, its characters, and its audience, look no further. Madhouse has successfully captured lightning in a bottle for the second time, crafting a story that stays with you long after the screen goes black. Final score: 9.8 out of 10.